everyone lately felt our below freezing weather.
Right, and for Mike Haas, it reminded him of a picture that's been hanging in his house for years. And he's here for another down the street story with a story that's behind the picture.
The story behind the picture, down the drain. It sounds like my career. Well, it has been bitter cold. We've had frozen pipes, frozen plants, but decades ago, you could have added the frozen lake to that list.
This is a collector's item.
Despite a degree in engineering, when James Macaluso got his first 35mm camera back in 1972, life changed.
Photography is, I would call it my passion.
That passion as a photographer and documentarian was tested on a cold, bitter day nearly 30 years ago. That began with something he heard on the radio.
Lake Pontchartrain is frozen. When you said Lake Pontchartrain was frozen, so naturally, where am I going?
But James had a problem, a big problem. The day we're talking about was Christmas Day, 1989. Remember that one? He had 2 boys under the age of 10. The turkey was in the oven, and he announces he has to go take pictures of the lake. But shockingly, they agreed and made a turkey sandwich picnic. And witness what is now an iconic photo.
Naturally pointed the camera, and the rest is history.
The famous Fitzgerald Seafood Restaurant at West End, frozen in time. A similar scene at the Lighthouse. Photographers don't always know when they've clicked magic. That day, James did.
Yeah, I know. I knew when the man said it on the radio. Sometimes it's better to be more lucky than good, you know.
But we know that's not true. Like when James caught this picture at Café Du Monde after the Saints' first playoff victory. Or this one inside the St. Louis Cathedral when they won the Super Bowl. Obviously, he's not doing this one. But just like the frozen lake, you work and put yourself in position to catch the moment.
It never dies. You know, you want to go out and document today.
By the way, that Christmas picnic at the lake, it's now a treasured family memory.
And I tell you, it was probably the most wonderful Christmas. Everybody was on the same page. Everybody enjoyed it. There's certain things that you do, you're glad you did, and that's one of them.
And so, are we. It was not the ice that did in Fitzgerald. It was actually Hurricane George, 1998. Now, unfortunately, many places along the horseshoe at West End, it is now on that list of ain't there no more. But we have the picture. We have the picture. It's been on my wall for a long time.
And he still has the passion.
Yeah, every day.
So
he's a documentarian. That's what he calls himself.
Unfortunately, I'm having a little PTSD looking at frozen pictures right now.
I know. Not going to be a problem, right, Carl? All right, see?
Prove it.
You're down the drain next.